Hi, welcome to Talk of the Town. My name is Marilyn Chernoff-Kelly. I'm your host for today's show. Our guest today is Judy McLeod-Campbell, correct? Sorry about that, Judy.
No, that's right.
And Judy, you're here to tell us about a new event that's coming up in Ronge. The date is June 22nd.
You bet. I'm a volunteer on the Ronge Area in Motion Committee, and we're a committee that looks to increase physical activity in our communities. And the reason we're titled Ronge Area is we're inclusive of all three of our communities, Lac La Ronge Indian Band, Ronge, and La Ronge. And so one of the events that we're doing that's coming up is on Tuesday, June 22nd, and that's La Ronge in Motion Night. And essentially the idea is to get as many people as we can in our community, and again our whole community, outside and active for an hour on June 22nd.
Oh, perfect. You know, and is there anything planned like in the community, like any event big where people are going to gather to start off this event?
That's a great question. We decided not to really have gathering points, but we are expecting, and we've been communicating with all the recreation groups in town, so the community school rec coordinators at the schools, JR, the school's senator in Bells Point, and so we're hoping that they'll do a few things that will promote physical activity, and then otherwise we're just hoping to see people on the trails and the usual walking loops and that kind of thing, playgrounds and parks. And
now, is there a specific time that you can get started?
Absolutely, yeah. We want everyone to start at 6:30 till 7:30. So the whole idea is to get outside, get active for that full hour as a family.
Now, Judy, are you doing this like as a volunteer or just as?
Yeah, well, our whole committee is actually volunteers. There are some organizations that are involved in town, like Mama Wheaton, Health Region, but pretty much our full group, and we're a fairly small group, but we get extra volunteers for different events that we do. So we've done a number of different things, like the physical activity guides that you would have got in the mail. We did a fall-winter one last year and a spring-summer one this year. Just, it's a collection of all the different opportunities, from exercise classes to sport programs to trails and facilities, and education tips as well about being active. So those are a couple of the things we've done as of late, and then this is a new initiative that we're trying.
So now, do you have any advice for those that are going to walk, bike, run, play, whatever? Like, should they have certain things they should take with them?
I mean, at this time of year, well, any time of year, water is important, but certainly as it gets warm, and if you are out for a full hour, definitely recommend taking that water and being safe. Like, try to stick to the sidewalks. We will let the RCMP know, but you know, stick to the trails and the sidewalks and the park and that kind of thing. And we just ask that motorists are careful too, because we anticipate people rollerblading and on scooters and that kind of thing. So
skateboarding. Yeah,
exactly. So slow down a little bit and watch for the activity kind of thing.
Wonderful. Yeah. Now, do you think a possibility of maybe every year we'll have the same kind of gathering on the same date?
We do, yeah. We hope. It's the second day of summer. We were actually going to go with the first day of summer, and I can't remember, there's a graduation or something that evening. Okay. But you bet, we hope to do this about this time of year every year. And then we're also hoping to do one in the winter time as well, because you do see more people outside now at this time of year, like a lot more people, hey? People come out of the woodwork, and in the winter time, people tend to hibernate again. And it's important to be outside. There's a lot of research that says if you're outside, you are going to be active.
Absolutely.
So that's the whole purpose behind it, kind of thing. And it complements some of the other initiatives that we're doing.
Oh, for sure, yes.
Yeah.
Now, what about the weather? I mean, you know yourself, we've been having some drastic changes every day, it seems, but if the weather is not permittable?
Well, I guess we'll play that one by ear. We can always let people know through the media if it's off. I mean, if it's a really downpour rain, probably not. But if it's just drizzling, nah, let's get outside. It's not going to hurt us. Get your umbrella, wear your raincoat, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And surely by then there's no chance of snow.
No, that's right. And the kids would love it if it's raining or not.
That's right. Yeah, for sure. They don't tend to care.
Well,
Yeah.
do you have anything else that you can tell us about the event or that
Well,
I've not covered?
I think just one other thing, and part of what we do is we do look at the research and things out there, and the physical activity news isn't that great. This is the last Active Healthy Kids Canada report card. There's a report card done every year on the state of physical activity in our country. And so only 12% of children and youth are as active as they need to be for optimal health benefits.
Right.
And that's basically 60 to 90 minutes of physical activity every day. So we're all just trying to do our part. In Saskatchewan in Motion, which people probably have heard of, is promoting a new sort of initiative, 30-30-30, that if the schools look after 30 minutes and the family look after 30 minutes and the community, like community sport programs and that kind of thing, look after 30, that we can get that activity in the day. That's sometimes hard to get in the day.
Right.
Yeah, so that's just what we're trying to do, as well as reducing the screen time, because that's the huge barrier. In 1971, the average age of kids watching TV was 4 years, and now it's 5 months.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So
awfully young.
It's alarming.
Yeah.
And really the max that's suggested to get of TV is 60 minutes a day as a child, and it's more like 2 to 4 hours a day that kids are getting. So, you know, it's another initiative too to promote getting outside, being active, shutting off the TV, the computer, the games, all that kind of stuff.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Judy, thank you for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having us and helping us to promote this.
You're very welcome.